Hi, I'm Daniel. Welcome to Konin, where we are creating jobs after coal.
Daniel, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Enlit on the road. Tell us a little bit more about the plant.
We are here on the terrace, which is 110 meters high. That's the last of the working power plants fueled with lignite in Konin, within the capital group of ZE PAK. Two of them were already shut down. Within 2 years, we're gonna shut down this power plant too.
So this power plant has been on quite a journey and is still continuing on that journey. How would you say the energy transition has impacted ZE PAK and this power plant and the workers that work here?
The impact is really, really huge. To me, the most important are people, because the transition always have big impact on people. And here in ZE PAK, for already 6 years, we lost around 2,500 jobs.
And this is not just an issue here at ZE PAK. This is obviously within the region and perhaps all across Europe. As we are decarbonizing, it's really having an impact on people and jobs.
The transition is easy once you think about the technology. However, you get rid of a lot of jobs and people got really frustrated. So we started to think about people to somehow prepare them for the future, that these power plants are not going to work forever, and try to figure out about the safety plan for them, how to prepare new jobs for them, and we cannot just hire them into within the new power plants, like within wind farms or solar power plants. You cannot create a lot of jobs, so we had to think about some other solutions.
Explain to us, how did you have to work with the trade unions to actually make this happen?
It was really tough, but we worked out the solution. So first we had to build a trust among ourselves, and then we could commence the whole works. So it took a lot of time to understand each other, to go through the regulation, guidelines, to translate it into the simple words, so everyone understood, and then write the project, write the concept. But once we gone through the whole process that took around, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 years, there was another step, big challenge, to start to talking with public authorities, to encourage them that our project is good, is tailored to our needs and to Greater Eastern Poland, hoping that it can also be used in other coal regions across Europe. However, how the story began, we had to treat ourselves frank, and thanks to the common effort that worked out. Without that, it wouldn't.
You talk about these solutions and being prepared, and I'd like to ask you about that, Daniel. What skills are really needed for this transition, and how do we prepare the future workforce?
Okay, so you cannot find really single approach that can be copied everywhere. So once you plan the transition, you need to adapt to the local circumstances, local opportunities. Here, for instance, in Greater Eastern Poland, actually the region is not really highly developed. Therefore, we thought that it's much better to think of on creating local new jobs, rather than thinking of the mirage, for instance, that some big employer will turn out and install its, I don't know, big industry and hire everyone from here. So you need to actually screen the competences and skills of each of the person and try to find a new way, new job for this person.
That is not an easy task, and it is a good segue onto my next question, because we've spoken about jobs after coal, and I think that is a great initiative. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Actually, the initiative of the program is common. The initiative of our trade unions, there are 14 active from power plant and from the mine. They came to employer, to the management board, once the new strategy of ZE PAK was declared. It was in 2020, and asked the board what is going to be with jobs in here, what is going to be with us in the future. In the end, it turned out that employer and trade unions prepared their own initiative, the concept, that after actually 3 years it got co-financing from Just Transition Fund, and is about to start to help people looking for their new jobs. So the program is focusing on at least 2,200 people to find support in reskilling, including some trainings to help them with advice, to talk with new companies, to hire them. And of course, within the whole program, because it's worth 52 million euro, there's a lot of incentives for new employers. I think that one of the biggest success, not only the job offer program, was the new regulation that was adopted in the autumn last year, prepared by the government. Those are early retirements for people hired in lignite sector and in power plants. And this regulation is gonna actually embrace first in Poland our workers. Thanks to the great cooperation with, for instance, European Commission, it was really extremely fast adopted as the state aid that is not gonna make the whole European market disturbed. And thanks to that, people will really feel more safe.
Daniel, tell me, why is the Jobs After Coal initiative so close to your heart and a real passion for you?
Most of people that work in the group are of 50 years old. Most of them, you can say, sacrifice their whole life working to the power plant, to the mine. You cannot just get rid of them. It's not their fault that they are losing their jobs. The people working to trade unions, I treat as a family. We managed to get really close, and therefore it's not about the job, it's about the mission.
I see you have a report there, and it's all about moving away from coal. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So yeah, I'd like to recommend this report, Moving Away from Coal. It's also in English. That is a brand new one that was distributed during the conference in May. It was the kick-off conference of the Job After Coal program. And actually it's a story in more details. So if you want to go inside the details and read more about our 3 years journey, how we managed to actually build some relations with our trade unions so they don't go on into strikes, because it's common effort and it's common challenge, and we believe that the transition can be just. And the story does not have end yet, because we are at the beginning of the journey, because still the Capital Group has more than 2,700 people hired, and only some of those jobs will stay, and the rest is gonna be lost. So we hope that the story will have the good end in the future.
Daniel, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your story with us. It has been a pleasure. For more insights, join the Enlit community. us.